Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fuller Homestead. My name is Brian. It is a soggy day today. According to my neighbor Karen's rain gauge that she posted on Facebook, we have had nearly 3 inches over the last probably really 24 hours yesterday and then over last night. So we've had a ton of rain. So everything's just soaked. It's a perfect day to move pigs. Hashtag sarcasm. So we're going to try to do that. We're also going to do a different setup for them using different posts, and I'll show you all that in a second. And then we're going to try to shore up their shelter because over the last couple of weeks, they've actually done some damage to it. They've rolled back into the metal on the back side of it, knocked it completely off. So really all they've had for the last week or so is a tunnel, really. But it's kept them dry. You can tell by the hay, and so that's good. But we are expecting more precipitation and a lot colder temperatures. So we're gonna try to do that. I went over to my friend Barry's farm, picked up some hay from him. We're gonna use that as some of the bedding for their new improved shelter. But here's the deal. We only have like a couple of hours to do this before more rain is on the way. Now, obviously we can still work in the rain, but I would prefer not to. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna back the truck up to the shop, load up some things that we're gonna need, and then we're gonna head out to where the pigs are, and I'll show you all the setup. So up till this point, we've been going to Lowe's and we've been buying 10-foot sections of rebar at a little over $7 for a stick. And then I've been cutting those in half. So let's just say it's $7. It's a little more than 7, but let's just, for argument's sake and my math, let's say $7. So $3.50 a post. Then I went to Tractor Supply the other day and I picked up these step-in posts. Now they are made of plastic. They don't go in very far, but they're step-in. They've already got the clips on here for the wire to go through, kind of all in one. And these cost me less than $3 a piece at around, I believe it was $2.50 a piece. Now, people that I've watched that have used these in the past, when they were talking, they're like, oh, they're like $1.75. So obviously the price has gone up, at least from what I paid for them. But in the long run, it's gonna be easier to move these things, I'm anticipating, and it's also gonna be a little bit cheaper because I don't have to buy extra bags of the posts for the rebar. And then, yeah, I don't have to worry about going around driving. I can just step in. So there are a few challenges to doing this by myself. One of the big ones is going to be removing that shelter and getting it over to the other area. Let me kind of show you how they've jacked up this shelter. All right, so you can tell through them rolling around in here, it has dented out the side here. They pushed out the back, and they've kind of made it kilter a little bit. So we're gonna shore that up when we move it. It might even be easier to take this whole thing apart. I want some attention here and I'm not giving it to him. It may be easier to just take this whole thing apart and move it, so we'll see. Red, why are you being mean today, huh? Why are you being mean, girl? There's no need. There's no need to be mean. What's up, Chris? Yeah. Christine, you want a pet? No, Chris wants more? Okay. That's all right. Yeah, y'all are enjoying life. There it goes. Like themselves some pumpkin seeds. All right, so maybe that'll keep them busy for a little bit. You can tell we've got a little bit of work to do. The easiest part is probably gonna be just setting the posts and running them out. I may have to do a little bit of clearing. I'll go ahead and run that real quick, do the step-in post, and then we'll run a couple strands of wire. So a real quick 2-strand wraparound. I did leave it disconnected from one of the posts right about there, so it's kind of laying on the ground. And that's where when we disconnect this, we'll drop the 3 wires from this side and try to get them across. And now that my kids are here, we'll have a little bit of extra help, which will be exciting. Okay, so we've recruited the boys. They just got home from school. It's almost Christmas break. So we're gonna get out here. We're gonna try to move this as best we can with the attitude and all. So it's all kinds of muddy out here. Let me move these bowls. Y'all, man, eat all your breakfast. Pigs. I just went to go get some more screws and some things for the roof here, and the sky got dark, the wind has picked up, and I'm feeling a little sprinkles, so we're really running against the clock right now. So we're gonna get this buttoned up. Hopefully the pigs will move in here. This could be fun. Okay, so there was a little break in the weather here. I thought the rain was imminent, and I know it still is, but we got some done. So some crude bracing right there. We got about a bale and a half of hay in there. On the outside where they keep rolling out, I went ahead and put a tree on the outside to brace it. 2x4s for the roof instead of those trees. On the back where they push their tin out, I just did an extra heavy duty job of screwing that in there with some roofing screws. And then on this side, another tree on the bottom to keep them from rolling out on it. I think it's a lot better than it was. It's also now facing south, so hopefully any weather that comes in, they'll be in the right direction. The one thing that I'm still not sure about is this opening right here. It's the same on the other side. I originally had left it open for ventilation, but with the cold weather coming, I'm wondering if that's just an unnecessary breeze. I've got some scrap tin in the truck. Let me see if I've got enough to patch that up, or at least do better than what it is. A real quick patch on either side just to cover up those areas where the air was getting through, and no doubt some extra rain. This tin is not in perfect shape. There are some holes going through here, so they will get dripped on. But on the whole, judging by how their hay has been, you know, with all this other rain that we had, that should be fine. Now, the trick is gonna be, how do we get them back over here? Still gotta move their water back over and fill it up. So what I think I'll do is go grab their feed bowls and bring a bucket of feed over, and that should lure them over pretty quickly. Hopefully they'll be okay with stepping on that. Trying to set an example for them. Come here, guys. See how hungry they are. Here you go. I'll go get you. Chris. Oh, they were so close. Come on, guys. Hey, there you go. See if I can make them walk it. Come here. Hey, Christine. Christine. Smell that? Smell that? Yeah, come on. It's good, you're good. Look. Nothing happened to you. Yeah. That's good. Come on, Red. Come on, Red. Yeah, it's good. How hungry are you? How hungry are you, baby? Oh, Red. You're a hungry one, aren't you? Come on. There you go. There you go. Now we got them. 2 girls, they're over. Come on there, biggin. You can do it. Look, nothing happened to them. You're so okay, Chris. Red's getting breakfast again. You're looking around now. Come on, Chris, you can do it. There we go. That was semi-easy. Power of food. Let them check out their hut here, see if they like it. It's just too much to explore right now, I guess. I'm gonna eat some of that hay as well. That's fine. Get at it. So I'm gonna put the wire up while I work on getting the water and stuff back across. As if on cue, as I was wrapping up the poly wire around this one, where I had the 3 strands, a few of my chickens came over where the pig's eating area is, and is cleaning up whatever they can find left over. So good job, girls. We work together with the family. Oh, I did want to answer one question that I had, I believe it was through YouTube. Someone asking about how the smell was. I had mentioned that I'd left them in the training pen probably a little too long. Probably a week and a half was all they really needed. They were in there about 2.5 weeks. And yes, it did start smelling a little bit. It was a more confined area. These 3 pigs have been in this paddock, the 67 by 67, for nearly 3 weeks. And I'm going to tell you, the only smell that's out here is the fallen leaves. It's that rotten leaves kind of smell, but not poop smell. So it's pretty cool. And that's the goal, right? The goal, I told one of my neighbors this the other day, that the goal is you should never know that I have pigs unless you hear them or see them, because you'll never smell them if we move them correctly. I don't know if you can hear that, but the rain is starting, and I still have to move the water barrel. So let's stop talking and go do that. One of them has already gone in because of the rain to check out the new digs. The others are finishing up. I guess this would probably be second breakfast for them, but it's good that they're going in there. I don't know if you can see through there or not. Looks like, can't tell who that is. That's Chris. That's the male. Chris P. Bacon. Yeah, there he comes. I'll let the girls know it's okay. It'll be good to bunk there tonight. He found a hotel, like a little Airbnb kind of thing. Except the B stands for bacon and bacon. That's going to do it for today's video. Thanks for coming along with us as we move the pigs to a different area of the woods, and then also set them up with a better shelter, especially considering we've got rain the rest of the day today, and then also some cold temperatures coming late this week all the way through, well, at least for the forecastable future. We've even got some lows in the teens that are predicted, highs in the 30s. But for the next several days, it looks like highs in the 40s, but the lows will get below freezing. So they've got a dry and warm place to go in to get out of this nasty weather, so that's good. If this is your first time with us, we'd love if you consider subscribing to the channel as we journey our efforts into this homesteading lifestyle. Also, if you don't mind, before you leave, go ahead and click that thumbs up or thumbs down. Leave a comment, leave a question. We always love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.